today's video, we're putting this BMW Z4 on jack stands. I'm gonna put the car on all four on each side, each corner. Here's how I'm gonna do it. As you can see, the car is now safely on jack stands, at least on this side. I'm going to repeat the same process on the other side, and it'll be on all four. So here's my method. I use a piece of wood, just a board, which goes right by that corner right here. Go straight into that corner. So let me show you how that works. Kind of like this. I want it to be on the same plane level as this, as the jacking point. And if you lift it right about in the middle, so if you lift it right about in this point, it allows you to kind of lift up the entire car, not just one side. And then you can just put two jacks at the same time, lower the car, and you're back on jack stands. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and see how it goes. Important thing is to not just try to jack it up with just this, without anything in between. You will probably make a hole in the bodywork. The subframe that goes through here is usually strong enough to lift the car. You definitely want to be careful. You want to, look inside and see, does it look strong enough at least? Some of the other lifting points could be this right here on this car, but I couldn't get the jack close enough to where I could get the jack stand and the jack at the same space and lift it safely, this high up in the air, so I could put the jack stands in. So I choose to do it long board down the bottom of the car, lift it up, put both jack stands underneath. As you can see now, the car is also lifted on jack stands on the other side. I decided to give it a little bit more lift on the front. So it's 2 clicks, and then all the way at the bottom on the back. And it's the same thing on the other side. As you can see, 2 clicks on this one, and all the way at the bottom on that one. So it's fully lifted. Now I have plenty of space under here. That's a good distance right there. I can easily go underneath and do whatever work I need to do on the car. The idea here is to use safe jack stand points, which are right here and right here. Normally this is something you would use for changing a tire and things like that. The idea is to use those for your jack stands, and then you have to find another secure point to lift the car, which for this car it seems that the best case scenario would be to use this middle part. Like I said, I suggest using a longer board, so it spreads the weight between this entire section, and you're not just putting all that pressure from the weight of the car on the jack in one single point. That allows you to raise the car safely. On other cars, you could probably find another point to lift the car with, usually in the front with the subframe, or in the back as well. But unfortunately on this car, it's just all covered by plastic. So you can't really find a good point that's visible and easily accessible. This worked. I didn't do any damage to any of the body parts. As you can see, the car is safely lifted. Plenty of room under the car now to work on. And if I need to lift a little bit higher, I can do so as well. Well, thanks for watching. Always be safe. Remember that I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a hobbyist. I like working on cars, but don't take my advice as rule. Always check the safety stuff in your manual and all that stuff. But happy working on the car.